All right, hey, Patters, I apologize for the insanely messy table. That's caused earlier before I always have a pair of shades at your drawing desk, by the way. But yeah, woke up today, got a work call, got multiple work calls at that point too. Had to have two other conversations, a little bit of work family drama, not my family, the work family. Just plowing through things, doing all the check boxes to get through the morning. Managed to do the Top Cow Tuesday that just launched, and we have the remnants of that right there. So we still have a pile from last night. In that Top Cow video, I previewed this, the Silver Sketchbook Project, and this has been queued up. This has been queued up for a couple years. And the big idea for this is we're going to get this boy here from Five Below. And we script out our sketchbooks, okay? So our sketchbooks come with like a approach, a methodology, the importance of sketchbook. These are things that I generally just take notes on, all right? And this is my biggest attempt for a sketchbook. But every single page in here, just about, because it's been a little bit of time, but we have the references, okay, and we're just going to draw them. We're going to go through all 49. Well, 49. I have 47 pages here, okay, and sometimes it's 2 to 3 characters per page. But we're going to hit like the history of the Transformers. We're going to hit the animated series and the animated movie, and pretty much everything unique of those along the way will be here. And this is one of my last sketchbook projects. I'm thinking of tomorrow night. We also premiere this one here, and I started this a couple years ago. But we got WrestleMania here in Philly. I've long wanted to do a black and all black everything NWO sketchbook. I did this, thought I nailed the intro page, and I did one attempt here, and I don't know if I kept it, but I tore out of the page, and I got so upset about that page. I never went back here because I don't like ripping out any pages for my sketchbooks. And previously, when it comes to scripted sketchbooks, we did Project Triple H, which was all of his entrances. Okay, all of his WrestleMania entrances, and we did Project Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which again here are some of the beginnings of that. But this later went into a full-on every single original Playmates Turtles. Luxurious mindset. What is up, dude? Luxurious. How's the weather? Because here in Philly, it's been absolutely disappointing and insane. But I thought I would begin this sketchbook with you guys and kind of showcase the last Transformers comic I ever read. And cheers to all of you. We cannot sit down and stream without iced coffee. Yeah, rainy for you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's been, dude, I got so soaked today. So soaked. Head to toe, walking against the rain for a mile and a half. I was so cold coming out of that rain because it is it's still winter rain. Winter rain, it's different than autumn rain, the seasonal storms and the drops, dude. But I was ice cold when I got back and had to strip down. I know you've been waiting for that, but yeah, I had to strip down and take a quick shower to warm up. So Transformers versus G.I. Joe, the quintessential collection. So I'm guessing, I think this is up in value now. And I wish it wasn't, because it's a hell of a fun read. And the idea for this is, like, we're not going by the characterizations, the logic of some of the storylines, the plot within what we knew of G.I. Joe at the time and what we knew of Transformers. This is kind of it's like a wish list. It's a best of the best. And it's like this boiling down of just like what the big ideas are, and kind of like how to have fun with the concepts, but to do like a finite ending story. And I do look at this as Tom Scioli's last like good work, because nothing that he does, not even his drawings on Instagram, appeal to me. But this, like, there's remnants of the old Tom Scioli here, and he pretty much, you can kind of tell by the quality where, you know, we go from like completed comic book pages, right, to his tracing paper. And am I off center by saying this technique is fast but kind of, you know, lazy, because it just gets so smoky, right? Like the details and things just it's a little bit rough, but this is such a fun read. And it's only a fun read because there's so many ideas, so many big effing concepts. And I hate that we have all of these alternate covers here. I'm really against. I don't know if you guys listened to Robservations. Robservations was just apologizing for the whole alternate cover world, the variant cover world. And I don't know, potential response video coming for that. So what's the approach for sketchbooks? Like, how do we? This is people. I'm not shaking a little, but you know, I could maybe get away by saying I am shaking. A little bit nervous. This has been a long time coming to jump on this sketchbook. You guys hear that crack? The paper here is, I've done a Mortal Kombat sketchbook last year for Inktober with a very similar paper quality. So this is not exactly smooth. Okay, it's rough, it's toothy, but it's also light, like a little bit puffy. So it absorbs. It's good for water. It's good for ink. Not good for long strokes. Good for pencil. So, like, you know, like every single paper grade has a characteristic and what it likes and what it absorbs. So usually with sketchbooks, we kind of, you know, we design sketchbooks the same exact way as if these were printed books. So we have to design a printed book here, and we're just going to do it by hand. No computer assistance whatsoever. And if there is, it'll be in a very fun, creative way. Don't forget to, everyone say hello to Crypt Baby. Crypt oversees all production at the drawing desk. Primus. I know Primus is our first one. So I'm debating on having this available as a download on akapad.com right up here. Maybe next stream we'll have that page ready to go. So Primus is, yeah, and we kind of have some of the biographical information also. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I added so many notes to each of these. Wow. So cool. Primus, the opposite of Unicron, right? Like the first two is Primus and Unicron. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the inside pages just yet. So like we need some artwork here. I need to think about that. And then we're going to have insert. Look at insert here. Then we'll have credit, title. Then we'll have credit. And then I kind of want to say we'll have like another insert art and then table of contents. And then table of contents, probably table 2, right? And then we'll have number 1. We'll have Primus. So we'll just put Primus up here. So a lot of this too could be either, I gotta think about it, just something I feel like unifies like the front and the back, perhaps. Right? Like maybe kind of Optimus here, like to where maybe like we turn it this way, and then we'll have like a Megatron one here this way, so you can kind of do this, or have Megatron go this way. I don't know, like it's just something. So we can maybe play around with that a little. Let me just see how well we erase here. Like I said, I'm pretty familiar with this grade of paper from Five Below. Yeah, see, so some of the pencil is, so you got to grind a little bit of that pencil to come up. And what that relatively means is that you're going to lose some of your paper tooth. And part of the art direction is I want to draw the robot form, like maybe have a profile shot. So it's like head, robot form, or alt form, and vehicle mode. So, the vehicle modes will be challenging for sure. So, just trying to. Maybe a little bit of Optimus here. Yeah, and then it's like, how far can we get? How far can we get before we have to Google? What Optimus looks like. I do want this to be a little graphic designed. So like kind of maybe like have him be in silhouette. TF! My son has entered the chat. Cheers, TF. TF, it's so funny too. I was I used the Amazon Prime Cube, the the Amazon device, and I subscribe to almost everything, and I kind of had like maybe 10 minutes to kill before going live, and I debated putting on The Crow because it was suggested to me by like Paramount, by Paramount Plus. Yeah, we're just working on TF. We're working on the scripted Transformers sketchbook. And this is going to be hopefully like a regular stream, and updates will be on social media. Where I'm working on the insert pages. We design sketchbooks here as if they were real books. So these are some of the insert pages and insert art for the inside cover. Great to see you, TF. Though, how was your day, TF? What's the weather in your sector of the world? Yeah, and I want like a lot. That's right. Does Optimus? He doesn't have. Does he have his pipes coming up his arms? But I kind of was like, like shooting for something like, but like his his fist needs to be a little bit more positioned. We'll say. So there's some back and forth here already. Now with some of this, I don't know how complete some of these are going to get because usually it takes me a little bit to get into a rhythm for my sketchbooks. Like once I develop the kind of like what the character of the sketchbook is and stuff like that, I can start moving fast. So like maybe the idea too would have him be a like a silhouette with his colors in the background. Now that's going to be tough for Megatron. So maybe we will just do red for him and purple for Megatron, but let the drawing like show through, but have this be like Jamie, what's up, Jamie? How you doing, buddy? Cool. Yes. Yeah, overcast. Yeah, it's raining everywhere, guys. Like global conspiracy here. Look, raining for me. Raining here. Jamie, what's up, dude? Yeah, dude. No, Jamie, you don't have to apologize, buddy. Oh, you did email me, Jamie. I will read that and respond. My life itself has been crazy, but Jamie, are you? What's going on? Like, are you? Tell me how you're doing, buddy. Cause you did a hard stop, and I left a message for you, and wanted to continue chatting with you. Yeah, no, don't worry, Jamie. No reason to apologize. I was waiting for you to kind of bounce back. Uh, I'm happy, and everyone, keep in mind, Jamie is right here. A brilliant writer, a brilliant creator, a ton of ideas, and I'm working with Jamie to get the ideas out. Jamie does have a YouTube channel also. I may start disabling or enabling the links if people want to start adding links. I think that'll be helpful. But Jamie, dude, great seeing you. So I kind of just feel like, and then we can kind of do things where, like Optimus is like shiny, and we can kind of do effects on that. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the red and the optics of it. So we have that. Insert art. So usually like an insert art is a little bit like a theme that I would have it's almost like a little story that can go from like to this insert art and the insert art in the back here. So I would like to kind of echo something. I just don't have many ideas for that right now. It's like everything I want to draw is just from Transformers, the movie. Like I'm not even joking. I could probably draw that movie from memory. Yeah, right. Insert art, right. Yeah, very cool. Jamie, you just got a sub, dude. Yeah. And Jamie is just so we kind of know, and I know a lot of you guys are experiencing me for like the first time or just getting used. I encourage Jamie to kind of just start pouring things onto YouTube for two reasons. One of them being the one of the like I shifted my YouTube content from going from like food videos into like a lot of the drawing and comic book commentary. And it's just a chart and track your ideas and document your ideas. And I believe YouTube is a wonderful platform for that. And sometimes, like, the pressure of having to be in front of the camera and to kind of record and like be like, do it pretty well so that you don't have to edit. I think that pulls things out of the creative mind and the creative process, the same as drawing live does something very similar. And I tell people a lot that drawing live sharpens the blade. Okay, there's like neural pathways that you create that you don't get any other way when you draw live. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Rubbish. Well, everyone deserves their opinion. And we've been getting a lot of opinions of late, right? So maybe here we can kind of do like Cybertron, and we can kind of do like the Cybertron the Cybertron Bumblebee, right? And I'm kind of drawing this a little bit from memory. I love the toothiness of this paper, though. It is intoxicating, and we're going to take advantage of it. We can maybe do like Wheeljack over here. I remember Wheeljack kind of being a little bit more boxy. I'll have to look some of these up for reference. Do like a nice little like shine here. But kind of just draw these guys like ripping through. And then I don't know if you guys remember, like Soundwave was like one of these like communication towers, and he watches them like blast by. It might have been like kind of like this. Might have been. I have to look that up for reference, but then we'll kind of do like a city wall here, and then we'll be able to kind of do some of the silhouette. So we'll do like the boys on Cybertron, and then what we'll do is we'll take this, and then for here, we'll do it on Earth. So it'll be like the same type of shot, just reverse. Awful proportion. Well, it didn't. Geez, well, yeah, it didn't take long for one of you guys to awful proportion. Geez, awful perspectives. Well, you're coming in hot, dude. I don't know. Well, I don't know if Will can form a rational thought. Well, yeah, I would say like this, maybe. Yeah, well, I'll give you that. Okay. Well, yeah, like let's hope to see your stuff someday. Guys, we don't need to engage with Will. Thank you, Fatal J. Fatal J coming in hot. There you go. We can ban and delete all user comments. Wilt is gone, my dear friends. Yeah, dude, Jamie, if you can do your best to get me the comic book artwork without the paneling, without the word balloons, okay? Wilt has been removed, guys. Thank you for standing up for me. And it's kind of funny because a lot of this stuff, dude, like we're not done. We're going to be addressing all of it. But I kind of last night, people want to say like, oh, like you got rid of all your piss core and your kayfabe videos. No, they're just privated. I can unprivate them in 2 seconds, and some of it is to the point of like I felt like almost like the structure of the information in those videos was just not like if I redid them, I would kind of tell what was happening a particular way, and that's kind of really what triggered it. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the people coming into the chat last night, I'm here talking to you guys and doing stuff and going back and forth. That's what I'm thinking about, because and again too, like I would probably never have had that level of a rollout if I really thought Piscor would do what he did. Like, as sad and horrible and disgusting as that is, it's so sad. And by disgusting, I just mean like his family. Like, geez. Again too, like I've had relatives, I've had friends. I've had friends essentially commit suicide through drugs, so it's pretty hardcore. Oh, yeah, and but I do want to tell that story. Like, I want to tell this story with the kayfabe, everything. And I got stuff to tell about it, and I do think some of it is a cautionary story, right? I'm sure people hate that because you can't, you have to love everything. So here we will do Transformers here, and we're just going to do, well, actually, we will do the full logo. And it kind of, even my commentary videos, I'm just, it occurred to me, I'm like, the commentary videos, like my original ones, I'm like, geez, like they're worthless right now because there's no channel. It's just like, God damn it. Like, like not like that, but, more like, God damn it. Like, so we'll be doing Transformers here with one logo. Maybe we'll do the other logo here. And then it's going to be by Peter A. DeLuca. And you know what? I guess like maybe at this point, I might as well like draw myself as a Transformer. So we'll just have like a cool like action pose. I'm not liking that. I don't know what vehicle, like what's my alt mode as a Transformer. Right? I don't know. What's anyone that wants to give me a good idea? But I guess we'll do that, and then we'll do like the car here. It's got to be a car, and it's got to be like maybe a car from like the 80s, but it'll be and we'll do like the AKA pad. Like we'll do like a cool like design here with some like everything kind of shiny, just stuff like that. Yeah, thank you, Sled, dude. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that I still like I still wish was out there, because we see how like just look at what's getting ignored in one day. Look at what's not getting reported in one day. Like, that's the scary stuff. Yeah, what would my maybe, I don't know, like maybe like my Transformers thing, maybe like Rad Tracks with like a Z, or like I'm trying, like, what I would like it to be something rad though. like Rad Road, Rad Wheel, like Rad Pad, but right, but that's why we want things to rhyme. So it would be Rad. Car, like tracks. I don't know, but it's something rad. Yeah, yeah. Delco Robo, yeah. That is Inside Baseball Sled. Yeah, here we go. 1969 Faceback Mustang. Okay, so and then here we will have more insert art. So I don't know, like maybe something cool. Like I love the idea of the cassettes. Just kind of like free jumping. You know, kind of just like, and we're doing very loose posing here, guys. Like we're kind of doing some of this is like free association. Okay. Get like laser beak here. And then maybe like Ravage, like kind of coming in into frame like this way. But again, like have these be like silhouettes. And then maybe on the opposite side, like on the other end, we'll have the blast star ones. Yeah, I don't even know their like Longtooth. I think is the lion. There's the rhino, dude. I came in, and then the other two dudes, right? Because they have like a rumble and frenzy like opposite. Table of contents, table 2, and then we're to Primus. Yeah, and it's just like, so some of these too. So part of very similar to some of my GI Joe work is I want these to be like exploration. So kind of like just the way I'm thinking about it is like detailed here, and then like loose exploratory here. But I'm kind of thinking the inside pages should be the detailed ones, right? Like these pages. So maybe we will do something different this time. You know, like maybe here. So we'll do like the cool like lettering. Yeah, and we'll kind of do like now, like all of these. We'll have like kind of like somewhat designed letter boxes. Yeah. Sphere of influence. Nah, Sled. You have the look. If you don't have imagination to draw the world around you, and trust me, the imagination will kick in. If you just sit down and draw anything, you will arrive to something you want to draw. So we got like Primus here. Yeah, and I try so hard not to, because I have references here. But you like when you never have drawn something, like like, and then there's like a reference there, dude. It's there's like so much of a guilt trip in just drawing something to look a little bit like that reference. Tracks 9, yes. Oh, Reaper, yes. Yeah, Tracks. Thank you, buddy. Well, thank you from the EVS channel. Yes. I'm still, like flattered that I became, like that stuff was like used, that some of that commentary made it there. And like we're kind of, I guess we're at a little bit of a, like pause and wait, just because, like things are so goofy right now, like they're just nuts. And I just feel like there's a lot of things that still have to get said. So none of that we are backing away from. And hopefully you guys like, subscribe, comment on my regular video rollouts. Today was Top Cow Tuesday, and we've been experimenting with a new format for Top Cow Tuesday. I think these are going to have a lot of colored pencil and things like that. And Primus is like really Cybertron, right? Which is, I mean, I always hated that idea. I don't know if you guys like how into the Transformers lore you guys are kind of connected to, I'll say. But I never liked the idea that Cybertron is a Transformer. I just think it's again like lowball. It's not it doesn't make much sense, but it doesn't mean like, it's kind of like the way how, if you kind of want to extend things from the Transformers the movie, like you kind of should have Unicron destroy Cybertron. All the Transformers end up in space, kind of, right? And then Decepticons and the Autobots have to kind of form like like they kind of remove their fractions, and they like all becomes one, kind of, right? Like they all become Transformers, and then they find like Primus, that is a world, but this is the guy that can confront Unicron. Well, it's like, can they or are they? And does it matter, right? Because it kind of doesn't. Like, it's such a funny thing. It's the same argument. It's the same morph argument. Matters, doesn't matter. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, LOL. Yeah, we'll do kind of like some of his like robot. Like some of this is me seeing shapes like really quick and kind of getting some of these ideas out of just what the armaments around like the head, like for here, like the headpiece and stuff like that. Like how quickly can we get that out? Like out of the pencil. Trax 9. Yeah, I mean, look, I think, guys, I know sometimes these are the topics at hand, right? And the funny thing is, like just commenting on some of this real quick. It's like these topics are introduced to us, right? I mean, like we don't come up with these topics. They're introduced to us, and then it's you kind of want to say we react, right? And sometimes like it's like a good reaction, and in all honesty, sometimes it's a bad reaction, but it doesn't mean um like things weren't there the whole time or things shouldn't be discussed. But to me though, like kind of like a little bit of some of this is the like the sex of a transformer. It's an interesting concept to explore, and I think like you read enough transformer stories, or like you live a long enough of a life, right? Like you might like you might just think about that, because you kind of do anyway. So like does it lend itself to a good story? And I do feel like some of the morph stuff lends itself to a good story. I think some of this conversation with Transformers lends itself to a good story. The problem though is kind of like how we arrived there, and does it feel natural? Does it feel kind of within the story itself? And like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It goes both ways. But I'm not like against like these like ideas just being outlawed, because I think when it comes to the realm of storytelling, right, like anything goes. Like it should always be that attitude. But like, does it help sell toys though? Does it help sell anything? No. It doesn't. It's like you get these bonus points, but it's not translatable to sales. But I think a lot of this stuff too, it's like it's a time of trying. It's a time of trial, and these things will they'll become the status quo and live on because they're popular, or they won't. Yeah, and I'm just blindly doodling here, guys. Just really just trying to figure out some of the flow here. So we got Primus, and we'll go right to our next mother effer, Unicron. Unicron 2, one of the all-time designs for anything, right? Like his whole presence is so like he's with the beard, and he's just like these giant horns. He is just so effing interesting. Like kind of gladiator, like just with the spikes. It's just awesome. So like you can kind of get lucky with just some of the shapes. You get lucky sometimes you do not. All right. Sled. What we got? What are we saying, Sled? Yeah, I think it's, like, but I kind of want to say, like we never had a Transformers story, and I know I'm not versed on like all the IDW stuff, but Transformers are advanced machines. Like they're machines, and they are like in themselves, like they probably have like their brains are probably millions of supercomputers, and they're probably networked, and they're probably not even within the cloud, they're within the sky bridge, and they exist through multiple dimensions and stuff like that, right? Like the imprint of the Transformers throughout the universe is probably insane. But at the same time, right? Like it's I think it's funny that the Transformers have some of their qualms that they have now. Some of it just seems silly. Like a Transformer, uh, Optimus Prime can fight Megatron with zero human casualties. Okay, like every little thing can be calculated, and these are the ideas that we need in Transformers. I don't know. It's like you're kind of giving me an idea. Maybe I should just do my own bootleg Transformers book. We'll call it like alternators or something. Or like Formies. Oh, really? That's awesome. Yeah, dude, R.I.P. Orson Welles over here. I love some of these references that come in every. Last night we have David Foster Wallace, and now we have Orson Welles. No joke, guys. Or if you don't know about Orson Welles, take the time. Some of his biographies are $2 or $3. I have one of them here. I just want. I kind of want to show it off, so you guys know. Here it is, right here. Oh my god, dude! The last 2 nights I needed books. Right here. Charles Heim. I love this book so much. It is a rise and fall. Like I kind of hate when things. I know I use those in thumbnails, but if you guys really want to know who this guy is or was, it's there, and everyone kind of says like, oh, he only did Citizen Kane. No, like the Third Man, Lady from Shanghai. He made multiple. Like, look at him as a boy right here. Look at the young Orson Welles. Look at him on the baby horse. And here he's at the on radio, right? Like he had a radio career before anything with film, which is fitting. It's fitting that his last role was Unicron, because it's a voice, But Marion, thank you for bringing up and addressing Orson Welles. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Everyone, come on, look, be like Jamie. Get your brownie points. Troll. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I will be dropping a EVS Impulse video soon. Impulse 49 going into Impulse 50. We will be doing that only on AKA Pad, guys. But hold up here. Let me get this. I gotta draw Unicron here. I just gotta get some of. Right, he's got like a big. Villains are again like always interesting, always like the better characters to draw. They are just, yeah, he has this like war helmet, which is like just hilarious. See, like that, see? And then boom, like horns. We're really kind of just pushing shapes here, everyone. I didn't realize it. I guess he does have fangs. He's almost like a vampire. There we go. Yeah, and then like pencil wise, I may just like get like a nice like color here and just kind of put it all in the background. Like we're going to kind of experiment with the way how we're bringing some of these shapes. Like already here, like Primus, like Unicron is such a dynamic pose. I'm gonna have to go back and fix up Primus here. Next up, we have Prima. So we're drawing the primes now. Not really. Like some of my lettering will be like kind of like we're trying to do like a future yes, Rosebud. Trying to do some futuristic lettering here. Rosebud. What do we got here? Oh yeah, Sled. How many books do you have on your pull list? Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Horny baby. Yeah. Yeah, villains are again like this is why we have like Crypt here, guys. Like Crypt is such a it's not even like Crypt's design, it's just like his execution. Yeah. All right, so we are drawing Prima here, and I don't have like much of a good reference here. Yeah, and right, like we're kind of back and forth with some of the Transformers lore when it comes to the primes. Even kind of just charting how many of them there are and their names. I remember this took some like this was like a level of like research. Like, and we want to show off the sword, so we're going to just do like that's why we got the sword like this. And the wings. And we'll kind of, again, like let the wings work their way into the negative space so we can show them off. I don't care if it's an energy sword or not. We will draw it that way. All right. Next will be Vector Prime. I don't even know what you transform. Like, I don't even know. Like, do the primes transform? I don't know. Because even in Transformers, like Revenge of the Fallen, right? Like, those are the original primes, and the Fallen is the Fallen. Like, he's a Fallen prime. And some of this might be like all blue. I might just make this one like all blue. I'm not crazy about that profile there. Yeah, exactly. Which is good, dude. Like right here, everyone. This is the lost comic book practice right now, right here. I think I'm just going to sketch out Vector Prime, everyone, and we're going to kind of call it. Only because it's a busy night, believe it or not, here in the AKA Pad world. Vector Prime. Like sometimes I just want to draw their like their faces. Like we'll kind of do, and there's so many repeating elements, and this is where to kind of get things rolling. The ones that are not the script, like kind of how we're opening up the sketchbook here, even though we're going through the history already. You kind of want to lay them out, and then you can go back and forth and like modify each one to make it a little bit more different. We'll say. And kind of just nail down what some of the shapes of the heads are and all the subtleties. Like this center fin here too is like I've used this maybe 3 times already. I mean, it's silly that Transformers even have human faces. And that's a little bit of why I backed the Michael Bay stuff so much. Because just the baseline design direction, like concept wise, of them being like focus on being aliens first. Dude, I think that's the way to go. Because just drawing this and being like, oh, it's a robot from another, and you're like, this is just silly. It's just silly. But I do like that, though. I mean, I love his, like, these giant... I guess he does transform? I don't know. I love these giant fins here. His shoulder blades. Yeah, right. Who's seen Megan Fox now, though, right? Jeez. She was just on some podcast, Megan Fox, going through all her plastic surgeries, and she couldn't even, maybe even, like, legally list them all, and that girl, dude, like Megan Fox was like the most beautiful girl you've ever seen. And now it's like, dude, Hollywood's a weird place. Fury is awesome. Fury's a great effing movie. Yes. No, dude, I've looked it up a few times. I was kind of considering building like a file off of the some of the Transformer sites, like document everything, and they follow some of the accounts. And I don't know, dude. Like like you can kind of make your own file, and I'm not against that of all the Transformer like concept work. But it's, dude, I think it's there, dude. I think people knock. They knock the Bayformers, and they're not just, maybe they're not there to have a good time. And you have to ask that question. Like when people ask you, like, why Like if they're like, I hate that. Like for example, if someone's like, I don't like Fury. I think that's a bad. Like I didn't like that movie. And you say, well, what didn't you like about And if you know the movie pretty well, and you have like a constructive like position on that movie, and like you can quickly dissect if a person even remembers the movie or not. And you see that all the time. You just see these people that think that they just remember not liking something and they forever not liked it, and that's it. Like we never want to go back to it. We don't do that here, guys. We explore and we re-explore. See this here too, the position of the shoulder blade here. Like I have to kind of get better with, because one, like this side looks a little bit natural, but this side we lose it here. All right, going to call it. We did pretty good though. Like we set up. I think we set up the sketchbook pretty well. I want to get this done. This is going to be all red, Optimus Prime. And then, I might do the cassettes. Figure out a little bit of how we'll handle the lettering. This might just all be pencil and colored pencil, by the way, everyone. So, but yeah, we're off to the races. Look at all this. I can't wait. I love sketchbook projects. And guys, if you're new, thank you. I deeply appreciate all the support. I cannot stress that enough. If I can come back tonight, I will. But tomorrow, be on the lookout for Wildstorm Wednesday. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling. We're going to keep going. And yes, we will get back to commentary and opinion videos in the close future.